I'm not at the grocery store anymore, so I can take that off. Oh, so, got a little bit of time here this week to play a little bit more guitar and get some practice in, which I haven't done enough on the last few years. Never enough practice time. Was inspired a little bit. I saw a post from a gentleman named Joel Hoekstra, who is the guitar player. He was on tour with Whitesnake. He plays guitar for them. He plays guitar for Cher. And I met him a few years ago. He plays for Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And I follow him on Twitter, and he posted this thing the other day. He was playing his guitar in a stairwell, and it was this song was called Open G, Says He. And I sent him a message. I said, hey, Joel, where can I find how to play that song? He goes, it's just Open G tuning. I'm like, oh, Open G. Easy enough. That's the Stones play most of their songs in it, so I was just kind of messing around and pulled out the guitar and started off with a little Rolling Stones there. See, anybody can play guitar. If you have Open G, it's pretty much just got to make the fingers work a little bit. So that's it. That's all the guitar I can muster up at the moment. But I was starting off today, and I hadn't done one of these in about a week or so. And I came across something on Twitter this morning from my friend Ray Seafeld. And Ray had posted this thing, and it made me laugh, and it made me cry at the same time. It was a picture on the front page of yesterday's Schenectady Gazette. And, this is, I hate to say these are crazy times we're living in, because it just sounds so cliche, and everybody's saying it. But this could be one of the dumbest pictures on the front page of the paper I've seen. And Ray thought the same thing, and he shared it with everybody here. And this is a restaurant in Schenectady. It's called Combo's Fish Fry. And there's the owner. He's behind the grill. He's making the fish fry. He's got no gloves on. He's got no mask on. He doesn't even have the hairnet on. And then you have a customer who's reaching now behind the plexiglass. He's got his fingers out. Here I am. Here's the grill. He's got no mask on, no gloves on. And I'm looking at it, and I felt the same way Ray did. I'm like, jeez, this is the stupidest thing. Why can't we just pay attention a little bit? Just a little bit. So you've got cooking food, you've got customers. It's just dumb. And then the Gazette on top of it, and this is the part that really disappointed me, and Ray pointed this out, and I said, how does this wind up on the front page without any form of irony? It's just totally unironic. It's just, hey, look, the guy's open for business. Yeah, but he doesn't have any gloves on or a mask. And I know there's a couple of people here that work at the Gazette, and I'm sure that they'll get all up in arms when they see this. Then the other one, I started to work this morning. I haven't put together a playlist here in a few days since Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne passed away. So I was thinking about doing another theme park playlist, and I wasn't sure what to do. And this morning I came across this one. This is an article in today's Albany Times-Union. Chinese food is hard to come by these days, so apparently this gentleman, Pete DeMola, who writes for the Times-Union, wrote this piece, and he called or visited 70 different Chinese restaurants in the Albany, Schenectady, Troy, Saratoga region to order Chinese food. And apparently it's very difficult to order Chinese food lately because people cannot get the Chinese food. So we created a playlist. I am going to post that playlist here in the geez, where'd it go? Hang on here a second. Dumb thing. Here's the playlist. So I created a playlist. It's a theme park playlist for today. It's Easter Sunday, so we've got some religious rock and roll songs, or as religious as we're going to get here on the Sunday night theme park as I'm playing guitar and screwing around. It's going to start off with some Led Zeppelin, some Jeff Beck and Rod Stewart, Bob Dylan, ZZ Pop. We're going to play a few songs from John Prine. Now, John Prine is one of those Bob Dylan types, and he's also under the Fountains of Wayne kind of category, too. John Prine wrote some really crazy, quirky songs. So we've got 4 songs from John Prine. Please Don't Bury Me, That's the Way the World Goes Round, Living in the Future, and a song called Linda Goes to Mars. So John Prine was kind of this country artist, and he had some really cool stuff. Then we're going to wrap it up with this, you can't get Chinese food in the Capital District story. We're going to play 4 China songs. We're going to have China, China, as our president says. We're going to play China Girl from David Bowie, and we're going to play Chinatown from Van Halen and 7 Chinese Brothers from REM, and Chinatown from Joe Jackson, as we have China in our theme park tonight. So I hope you guys are holding up pretty well. I want to leave you with one last thought here. So I've been thinking about this a lot. Somebody sent me an email the other day, one of my friends, and he was saying that, well, you know, the government's going to lie to us and they're not going to tell us the truth about who's dying from coronavirus and who has diabetes or who has some underlying condition. And it's really the underlying condition that killed him. And I wrote back to him, I go, you know, that's just total bullshit. Don't give me that bullshit. If I have diabetes and I'm walking down the street and I get hit by the bus, what they're going to write on the death report is I was hit by a bus. Not that I had diabetes. I was hit by a bus. So, listen, none of this nonsense. Stop all this nonsense and trying to come up with wacky kind of arguments to save some out there position. If you get coronavirus and you die from coronavirus, it's coronavirus. It's not the underlying condition. The underlying condition is not helping, but that's not why you died. You could have kept going for a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years with diabetes. But if you come down with the coronavirus and it kills you today, you died from the coronavirus. That's my only point today. So that's it. We'll play you a little bit of guitar. That's it. That's all I got tonight. I hope you have a great weekend. Hope you're enjoying Easter. Talk to you soon.